Okay, so I wanted to. This is one of my projects that I pretty much taught myself back in the day when I was trying to learn how to computer program. By no means necessary am I a good programmer, but this is something that I learned. It's done all the time. It's called a Cascade style sheet. So what I was getting at is this little navigation bar. It is configured where this division and that division, well, it used to be. This used to be a JavaScript file, and that used to be a JavaScript file. And that used to be a JavaScript file. Well, that's basically what it is right now. This whole entire infrastructure here is a JavaScript file. So if you go into, we'll do it right from the computer web server. All you got to do is simply type in view source, view dash source, SOURCE semicolon, and then I'm pretty sure that's it. I almost want to say there was something else that you're supposed to type, but I had it right. So, as we go down through the web hosting files, and we go into, so we'll go back to my page real quick. So on my page, it says imagination is limitless, but on here, it says the same thing. Imagination is limitless. See? Imagination is limitless. So then on my fucking website here, it says imagination is limitless. So, cut a long story short, when we open up this little JavaScript file, it's a bunch of HTML information. So basically, now, this file here, where did it go? This file here right here, all I gotta do is copy and paste this one line of code. So when I want to use my website and have a navigation, I mean, this is just one way. This is the way I chose to do it. I could totally use the same technique and have it where it's a like a frame, as to speak, on the whole left column here. And then when you clicked on the left column there, the thing would go downwards, and then all these would be stacked underneath, and so on and so forth. But that's not how I chose to do it. So this is basically, these are just buttons, and then that's a style sheet for the div classes that are created. But each one of these, like to go off the grid, off the radar, kind of like shit. So up top here, there's a JavaScript file. You would ultimately go and put a JavaScript file here. So instead of Damn, I closed it out. So instead of using HTML, you would use the same thing. You would just simply create a script source file link, and in that script you have the same HTML content, but as for a link to the doo-wop, the link would go right here. So now, if I wanted to create, I mean, like I said, this is a little 5-minute introduction. I will be modifying this design here to where this is this right here is a JavaScript file, this right here is a JavaScript file, and that right there is a JavaScript file. But for the time being, it's just simply what it is. It is a JavaScript file itself. So like I was getting at, once these are JavaScript files, I'll be able to go into independently each JavaScript file. And as I copy and paste this JavaScript file, it basically will be allowed, to have this. Because back in the day, I used to think that I had to copy and paste this JavaScript, or HTML as to speak, and then I'd have to put it at the top here. So then whenever I wanted to, say, for example, create a modification in here, I would have to go into all of these. Like, so my Medusa Glow website, because when you click on here, it takes you into the Medusa Glow website, which is this one. And then when you go into the landscaping, it would take you into this one. So every single one of these that I had put this navigation menu into, with the way that I was doing it originally, I had to go into each one and make the single modification. Well, now I'm able to make a modification in this one file. But then the configuration goes even deeper. It used to be, I used to have it like this. I used to have the JavaScript file. I mean, they do, totally. You could call me out on my bullshit or whatever, but I mean, 10 minutes into this video, I do got a long time frame that I can take forever to okay, so I'm trying to remember precisely. It was oh man, it is. But my fucking my Cascade style sheet is not accurate. But okay, so here it is. Back in the day, it was my power websites when I was going to college and shit. I would just go to this one bookmarked site that I created. I had it on in the World Wide Web, uploaded on, a web host, and these were the sites. And when there was one. So anyways, cut a long story short, I just showed you this cool little feature. I don't know if you're a programmer or not, but you just simply type view dash source semicolon, and then you hit enter in front of it, and then you go down to the do-op. So inside the JavaScript file is the JavaScript files. So, but I don't know. So the reason I brought that up is because that's a JavaScript file, and inside the JavaScript file, oh, it's back here, right? You know, it has the information. It's all right in front of you, and you'll see it. You'll see it when I show you. When I show you the original layout. So it's all hosted by AngelFire right now, and they're definitely one step ahead of me. Because back in the day, they would have the advertisements. I mean, just like they do right here. When you click on anywhere on the site, you know, the advertisement, it clicks you. But what I was getting to in regards to that is like I said, they're one step ahead of me. But once I get my little do-op here to where each one of these are a JavaScript file, so on and so forth, it's just a in-depth encapsulation of JavaScript. It's just a encoding of HTML. That's just some gibberish nonsense that's pretty much means nothing. So eventually I'm going to have a thing here for a login. I don't know if it's on this one. No, it's not, but it's totally on this one down here. See it? The font color is white, just like the background, so you can't see that. So it's like you see what's going on, and but yeah, that's just a little bit of nonsense with JavaScript. But this, like I said, this isn't really JavaScript. It's just a HTML encoded in JavaScript, just so that way I don't have to make modifications across every single one of them. But yeah, that's basically the do-up. So then that way when I make a modification in, for example, my Medusa Glow, I just make it in the one JavaScript file, and then across the whole entire platform, the grid, that one modification creates an update. So anyways, the list goes on down here. Same with the technology. Make one little update. It's kind of like cloud platform modification, you know, Facebook. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my little 15-minute video of not really much showing you on JavaScript other than my website. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.